Well, as the Fed looks like it's set to cut rates next month, could the housing headaches finally see some relief? Freddie Mac reporting mortgage rates have fallen to a 10-month low. The 30-year right now, the fixed, is at 6.56% compared to last week's reading of 6.56%, 6.58%, excuse me. But the average rate on a 30-year loan 1 year ago was at 6.35%. And as more buyers are holding on to their cash, sellers are getting just as frustrated with the sluggish market. Joining me now is a Fox Business exclusive is Sotheby's international realty broker and global real estate advisor, Jenna Stauffer. And Jenna, it's great to have you here and talk about this topic, as you know. The summer was interesting because, and the spring because the market seems stuck again. Everybody says it's interest rates. Well, now we're at a 10-month low. Are you seeing that motivate buyers at all, just a little bit more?
Anything that can help on the affordability front is definitely a big thing, specifically for these first-time home buyers. If you can shave some money off of their monthly payment, that can be very huge for them. But when we're talking about buyers right now, their psychology has shifted so much this year. So buyers they had FOMO, a fear of missing out. They had to get into the market. That has totally changed. Now they have this fear of overpaying. So buyers are they want their powder to dry, right? They do not want to jump into the housing market because they have this fear that they're going to be paying at the top of the market. And then you have sellers that are holding on to their dream price. They don't want to let that dream price go. So there's this gridlock that just can't seem to break.
But at some point, that's got to change. Mm-hmm. I mean, that's what history shows us, is that, the real estate market over the decades that I've covered and participated in it, which is now over 30, I look and I see ebbs and flows. And this is the first time I have seen the market so locked up in my, experience. The other thing is that we are expecting the Fed to cut rates by at least a quarter point. There's almost certain chance next month. When we saw rate cuts before, it didn't really impact mortgage rates like we thought it would because of the bond market. What are you expecting now?
Right, and it will be determined as to what will happen to mortgage rates if we get this cut in September. But look, what it does is it starts the spin cycle of a lower rate environment in America, and I think that is huge. I think also going forward, something that has happened this year, I think you have to find the silver lining in the housing market. You have to look for positive. And one of the big positives that we've seen this year is that there is more inventory. We're on 21 consecutive months of year-over-year inventory growth. We have more sellers than we have buyers in the market. So historically, when you have more supply than you have demand, this is when you see prices drop. Now, we're not really seeing a huge drop in prices.
Makes no sense to me.
We're seeing very modest price drops in a lot of cities across the country. Again, it's very modest. But I do want to note that I think it's very positive that we're seeing deceleration in price growth. So Case-Shiller was reported this week. That did show us the numbers for June. So it came in at 1.9% annual price growth. Look back at Case-Shiller in January. It was at 4.1%. So there really has been a lot of deceleration. And what's happened is that's really given wages, it's given income levels a chance to now keep up with this price growth.
That's interesting.
Outpace it.
Well, so, you mentioned some of the cities. Redfin had come up with sellers markets. It says there's only 5, quote, they say sellers markets. And listen to this. This is Minneapolis, Montgomery County, Pennsylvania, Nassau County, New York, Newark, New Jersey, and New Brunswick, New Jersey. Yep. Those are the only sellers markets they can truly identify.
Well, yeah, it's the Northeast and the Midwest. The Northeast and the Midwest, these are the areas in the country that are now really holding up the best. The Sun Belt states, Mountain West, they're the ones that really have the changes happening.
What about the rental side of the market? Are people still going out and renting? Is that because, with this younger generation, they may be getting into the stock market. We've seen that data, the Gen Z, but they're not going for that first home. And we're seeing the average age of that first-time home buyer go up, which I think is interesting.
The average age of the first-time home buyer up to 38 years.
Amazing.
Which is just crazy how much it has jumped over the years. Affordability is the biggest thing. I think that people do want to get into the housing market. They would like to stop paying rent, but it is so challenging. You really have about 28% of listings are affordable for the typical household. So affordability, it's the choke point that we just continue to hit, and we have a long ways to go. Even with these rates that have ticked down just a little lower with this deceleration in prices too, we have a long ways to go for affordability.
Yeah, I wonder too if the rates are going to start to fall ahead of that decision, and then it'll already be priced in. But I don't know. We'll see. Real quick before you go, big story I've been following today on Fox Business is Lisa Cook, but it's Bill Pulte's allegations against her about mortgage fraud that I wanted to ask you about, because and this is something maybe a lot of people don't know about, but you can have a primary residence, and then if you buy a second home, you either say it's a second home or it's a rental property, investment property. I mean, these are things that you declare with lenders, and whether or not she did or she didn't, we don't know. These are allegations, but it made me wonder, and the Wall Street Journal pointed it out this morning, if it was that easy for Bill Pulte to find this information, then why don't Fannie and Freddie, why can't they scan for mortgage fraud? Why don't lenders, banks? They should be able to check a random database. If he could find it, why can't the lenders do that? Because it is mortgage fraud if you do that.
Right.
Lie about it.
Yes. One thing that I know for certain is that if you are saying something is your primary residence, you are going to have a much lower rate than if it is your second home, if it an investment property. Those are much riskier, so those are going to come with a higher rate.
Yeah, well, Jenna, I have to just real quick say that people can see you on American Dream Home, and we're going to have a American Dream Home this weekend marathon on Fox Business, so they can see you again because you joined us for a couple of our episodes. It's great to have you here again.
Thank you.